All right, everybody. Hello and welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome to episode 3 of the Call of the Wild Path to 100% playthrough. We are currently starting from the back with the last map that actually has side missions. And we are trying to kick through all the side missions of all the maps, going in reverse order of DLC release. So we are on the Sundarpatan, Nepal map still. If you were here with us last time, we shot a whole bunch of nilgai. We ran around and started a bunch of quests. We took photos of angry water buffalo. And now we're trying to finish up, it looks like, these last 3 quests, which is to scare tigers away from a trail, save some swamp deer by removing traps, and shoot some small tar and blue sheep, which is kind of interesting because, 9 times out of 10, you're after the big one. Hey, Cat. Also, welcome. Himbo, I like it. We're going to start with the mentioning of the Tiger Crossing mission. So the Tiger Crossing mission, although it says to scare tigers away from a trail, and you started off by placing 3 signs along a trail, and that is this section here, whatever it is. The tigers don't actually have to be near there from what I've read. It's basically on the map, you have to get a tiger to go to fleeing. So although last stream we had 3 separate tiger attacks, since they all just got shot dead and never fled, no credit. But now we know. We'll start on removing the traps, because that one can be a little buggy. So for that one, we have to go down to this area here and find 3 traps. And there's a lot of water, so you actually only have to check this, like upper peninsula, this kind of gravelly area, the sides, and the other sides. And that's why we're kind of right near where that is. Since we're not worried about scaring any animals, I think I actually will take an ATV to get there faster. Astolfo, what are some other notorious traps? I don't know. I tried. I mean, I'm not super good with trap names. Can you name more traps? Oh, burn. She is so burned. Such a nice lady. The dog's figuring it out. Alright, we just need to go down here. Whoa. Amazingly, it kept going. I think it's fine. That's where I wanted to park it. Well, I wasn't quite as close as I thought. Oh well. I'm going to start check this upper piece here, and then we'll get that one, and then we'll come back around if we have to. In real life, that would have cost about $12,000 to do that maneuver. Alright, so we already got the credit for the first trap we removed, which was right there by that tree on the edge, right there. We shall see. Oh yeah, we gave the fish wheels. We're in trouble now. well out of the area. Let's head back. Wait, what was that? So the good thing is once you find the traps, they do glow yellow. But only if you're within about 5 or 6 feet. Where are the traps? Oh, there's a trap. We found one. Oh, gee. Okay, so we checked this side. We checked the upper part, so really all there is to check is that other lower part there. Which, can I get to in any way, shape, or form from here? No, we gotta go all the way around. We'll do a quick swing through the island just in case. I have heard that they pretty much always show up right on the shore, though, so should be fine. So, Kat, how you feeling about the Baldur's Gate playthrough? Have you guys made progress planning it? Is this another trap or the same trap? Oh crap, I got credit. Hey, alright, good deal. This was actually the very first trap I picked up too, so something went wrong. But it bugged in my favor, so I am not going to complain. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to do high altitude hunting, blue sheep and tar. We're going to start off by getting this waypoint that looks like it's up in a mountain. Primer and I talked about it a bit last night. He said only 2 mods again, so I'm getting... Wait, is it 2 mods per person? And if it is 2 mods per person, does Wither's Big Naturals count for me, or can we just have that one as a freebie? Oh, okay, 1 cosmetic and 1 big one. Wait, does Wither's count as a big one or a cosmetic? Saturdays. Yeah, I could do Saturdays. Saturdays is good. As long as you guys aren't trying to do it like midday. It's only going to be the most hilarious thing ever every time he gets into a cutscene. Oh, that's a pretty big water buffalo. Why is my gun just all over the place? Ah, you dog! Why did you run in? Ah, dog. You know what? I don't even think that's a fatal shot. Look at the scope drift. Like, this is me not moving my mouse. Like, I'm not the world's best shot in real life, but Jesus. I'm not even going to go after that one. The shot was so terrible. One of you should play Dirge so we get the big cutscene in Act 3 with Mummy Jugs. I want to kind of be a background character. I think if I do Dirge or for that matter a charisma character, it kind of means that I'd be the one initiating a lot of things. Highly leaning towards Dwarf Cleric currently. I'm not sure, is that a Barbie movie reference? I'm not 100% sure. It said blonde and Ken, so of course I went to Barbie. Well, I guess I also could have gone to Street Fighter. He's Knuff. What is that? Oh, Black Buck. We'll shoot it. Oh, he made it to the tree line. He has evaded. That movie's on my, I'll watch it eventually when it's available free on one of my streaming services, because I do like Margot Robbie. Could have sworn I just heard something else walking around in here. Oh, there it is. Oh shit, I had it on the 22. Why did I have on the 22? Wait, who's Pete? I don't think I know Pete. I'm just Pete. Okay, I will look it up. Alright, we made it to the top. Alright, so what lives up here? Saw the water buffalo. Saw the black buck. But I've never seen tar and blue sheep with black buck before. Let's head back up to like the actual high altitude, the Hamal region. We'll head here and then just try to cut across. Actually, wait, that's a bad idea. We'll head here and come down. Got some yaks already. The tar shouldn't be that hard. But I'll tell you, I never see many blue sheep. I assume it just means I'm in the wrong area, but... Oh, well, speaking of blue sheep. So that one is actually too big. It says it could weigh 65 to 75, and I need one that weighs under 65. Are there any others in his group? Looks like he's solo. Might still shoot him just to have something to get when I go down that direction. Yeah, we'll see if we can get a shot. There you go. There you are. 200. We'll set the range to 300 and shoot low. That'll do it. Turn off the waypoint we had. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Baldur's Gate. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I still don't know what my one, big mod would be. Full song. Part starts at 2:47. Alright. I'm just Pete and I like jugs. Oh boy. I heard there are a lot of nice, fun, annoying little mods, though. So Wither's Big Naturals might not be the one I choose. It's a shame, though, that there's no way to keep it a secret. For example, I had heard there was a mod that changed, what's her name, the Shapeshifter, into the... into the annoying little fairy from Zelda, and it changed all her dialogue lines into, "Hey, listen! Hey, listen!" What's coming out here? Is this one of the tigers? Dog, what you barking at? It's got to be a tiger. If I can scare it. I have to see it before I can scare it, though. There's my dead goat. Oh, it's an aggro goat. Huh. Didn't know they did that. Oh. Oh, it's the snow leopard. Man, talk about dumb luck. It was sitting there blending in. Alright, are any of these blue sheep males? She's not so scary if she's a fairy. Hey, you got a rhyme. Wow, lucked into a tiny snow leopard just trying to hide in the rocks and not get killed. A nice sheep. The sheep is actually small enough. Should have gotten credit for that. Oh, no, he's not. Never mind. Misread. Figures I get a herd of sheep going by, but they're all too big. Yak. You have no big ones. Really, another snow leopard is already here? That is so weird. Well, I'm not hunting snow leopards, so I'm not going to try too hard for her. The reason snow leopards would be weird is because there's only usually like 6 on the entire map, so to run into 2 in like 3 minutes. Guy with a beard wearing a white fluffy hat. No, that's my darling dog. See you out this ridge line here. Nothing moving over there. Southward we go. So my dog lives his life, just like vaguely looking at everything in front of him. But he means well. Like, he wandered up from sleeping on the couch when I kept saying the word dog, so now he's in the room looking at me like, what do you want? So that is partially where the name came from. But no, he doesn't do that. But from the concept, yes. I just needed a name. I was looking for a kind of generic streamery name, and I was like, okay, well, what's something that's kind of like things I like, but it's also like 2 syllables tops and easy to say, and not hard to spell. So I also like fishing and boating, and interestingly enough, there's a brand of fishing rigs called scoots, and there's also a type of boat called a scoot. But the picture was definitely chosen for that association of scooting. Boot scoot. There's also apparently an electric, like skateboard type thing called a scoot. Well, I mean, like, no, a brand. But yeah. Haven't seen any tars up here yet. my goats at? Just a couple sheep that were too fat. What do they call a baby goat? It's like a kid, right? I'm gonna go shoot some. No, never mind. No. Although even in this game, they don't say like kill or shoot. Man, they're pretty much like, oh, go harvest. Yeah, I know, right? It's very rapid. Never mind. I'm just looking for some small kids. Context. Ooh, speaking of, he would work. All right, hopefully I get both of those. I know, right? Gonna get in way more trouble. I'm not monetized anyway, so take that, Twitch. All right, where's this dead kid? Oh, it just squeaked in. It had to be under 65 kilograms. Just barely. And then the other one, I think, took like 5 or 6 steps this way and collapsed. And maybe more like 30 steps, but I do see it over there. I didn't get a chance to check the size on this one, though, so who knows. Oh, also squeaks in. Very nice. Oh, that's a mean shot. Took off the top of his head and ended up in the spine. All right, so we got our sheep done. That wasn't too bad. Now we need to find the tar. There actually was a tar feeding zone right there where those sheep were standing. Must be some good, delicious plants. But I think tar are more in the west, northwest side. Like in mass. Got some fox droppings. Is anyone drinking at the lake? Nope, no one's drinking at the lake. Still can't get capture card working. Elgato support had to shift my case to the advanced escalation team. May have to just stream without my V2 where I paid out the ass for and used the one PC for a while. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Once I know someone who's actually gone through that process, I have debated the idea of doing a VTuber model. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to pay out the ass for one either. What is the jankiest version I can get, I wonder? Some kind of, like, paper cutout guy. It's kind of like dancing around. Ooh, whose tracks are these? Tar tracks. It sounded like a southern dude saying tire tracks. Tar tracks. Alright, now where actually are they? We should check the poopy. Is the puppy fresh? No, the puppy is old. There's no point. Oh, wait, what's that? Nope. I could get one of the dog. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Like maybe get its jaw hinging just like a little bit semi-random, so it just looks really stupid. And put like a little top hat on him. Alright, that was a tar call. See if I can lure him out with the call, or I can never remember if tar are actually on the list. Oh, they are not. Do like one last little scan here. If they're hiding in the woods, I'm not going to get them. I'm such the skilled hunter that I'm not even using like proper spray. There we go. Free dog V-tubes. $700. Oh my. You'd think for that price they'd make sure it worked for you. Can it do cool tricks like change its scenes and stuff? I assume at that price. Ooh, who are you? Oh, it's just another blue sheep. Don't care. Okay, he's like right there. Okay, there he is. Oh, he's gonna run. He was small enough. Probably it's gonna count. Alright, are there any others? Probably running down the hill. Nothing spotted. This one did, I think, it has to be under 90. Oh, 90.4? Seriously, game? No credit. Indonesia don't give a crap. It looks visually nice. She has a few expressions. A cat she can hold, a controller, a snake. It's supposed to follow my space movements well, but now I'm randomly having it blink the eyes at a slightly uneven rate. Oh, you have a special needs VTuber. Aw. Kind of like it. Like blinks one eye slowly and the other one rapidly. Oh no. I unfortunately totally just did that in the voice that you would expect I did that in my head. Oh yeah, it's all evil all the time over here. I hear something walking in the grass, but I don't see it. Oh, small tar. It's a female, though. Unfortunately, the quest says it has to be males. I'm looking for skinny men. Some twinkish fellows, if you will. 2025. No way. No. Alright, this thing's like gotta be within like 10 yards of the side of the edge here. Uh-oh. Oh, what are you guys? Ah, I missed it. He faked me. Oh. Yeah. We got the shot. We got the shot. She paused to look back. So it just goes like stupid. That's just awful. Lee funny. I think you should just like use it as is and then give the person a live review. Be like, this VTuber model was made by blah blah blah, and here's a link to their page. And then just have it like act like it's having a stroke. They'll probably fix it for you for free at that point. Alright, that male was too big. What about this? Is this a male? This is a female. Nice action pose. Hopefully they get back to you. Yeah, that's what I've been afraid of, is like, if it's not plug and play, I'm not going to figure it out. So yours is the more advanced, like, kind of 3D kind, where it does all the things, and in theory looks pretty awesome. Oh, I hope you get it working as quick as possible. My body's in the shop. Do this other ridgeline piece, and then we're going to fast travel again. I might have to try to outsmart these tar by hitting up a drinking time or something. Assuming they have a drinking time. Some of the animals, they got like a little lazy in this game, and they just like don't act like animals would. Unfortunately, yes, tar are one of them. They alternate between eating and sleeping, but they don't actually drink. But that actually might not be an error, since they're like a high altitude creature. I mean, it might just be something that they really don't. They just, you know, chew on some snow every now and then when it snows. thought I was on like a road, but oh, it's right down by the water. That's where the road is. Oh. Yeah, we'll have to all hop into a Discord together to do group chat. Are you already on Friends on Steam for Prime by any chance? Because I could probably track you that way. If not, I'm on Steam by this exact name. Except the picture is a cow waving its udders around. It's hot. Yeah, I'm on his list. If you find me, I'll hit accept a little later. This game really pisses off my computer if I try to alt-tab. Alright, once I get to the top of this hill, if I don't see something worth shooting, we're gonna head back to the deep mountains. That sounded like something worth shooting. Where are they, though? They're like in the woods. Oh, they're like along the lower road? Alright, poke in. Yeah, I thought about doing a live cam when I streamed originally. Like my wife did a live cam when, well, does a live cam when she streams. She just doesn't stream much anymore. But I was like, if I have a live cam on me, then I can't do stuff like pick my nose. So, you know, chose to go without the live. A VTuber rigged up to like an Elgato with a button to just, you know, do an idle animation. That should do it. And just like buttons for emotions. I'm not thinking head tracking. And then choose some like Orin Host Club looking model. Just tape the phone to your head. I don't know where these tar went. Wait, it's right at the bottom of the hill. I was just looking there. Oh my god, game. This tar better be a one twinky little boy or I'm going to be very mad. Software superimposes model head atop your own. Oh, that sounds like a pretty good way to do it. Alright, it's got to be on the next lower ridge there. So we got the tracks going over the ridge line. $95 to 117 kg, so that one's too big. Maybe it's a group though. There's probably not enough tracks for it to actually be more than one. Looks like it's just one solo male that's too big. All right, let's jump all the way. And then we're going to run the whole perimeter road along the mountain. The cow is likely some 76-year-old man in his persona. I'm not quite 76. I got a few years. I don't know what game the cow was from, but I like it. All right, we head southeast and then follow the road south. Is it the My Talking Tom image? Maybe that's what I would do if I get a live cam, is just focus it on my cat. If I just move her bed close enough, she'll be there 9 times out of 10. What are you? Foxes. Oh, so did you guys identify a 4th person yet, or are we going to have one of them actually being an NPC, or do either of you two want to control 2 characters? I definitely do not want to play 2 characters, just in case it comes up. I do like that, though. You pay channel points to change one cat into another. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a yak. Awesome. I'm guessing you're going to have it be Gale. Gale and his updo. Yeah, that's true. I'll be kind of in between too, because, clerics are pretty tanky, even if they don't try to be melee. Oh yeah, the characters being other than what they are canonically is very fun. I did was it Karlak as a monk, and she is just hilarious. Astarion the monk. I'm sorry, the barbarian. I said monk because in my last playthrough with Prime, I actually did use Astarion as a monk, and he just murders rooms. Karlak picking locks is also hilarious. That sounds like a plan. There's a lot of the Gith armor just all over the game, so she's always a good choice. I'm gonna piss Prime off though. I'm gonna make a cleric, and I'm not gonna take a single heal, except maybe healing word. I mean, the ability to get up somebody at range is kind of nice. Definitely no life cleric though. Yeah, the game really doesn't need healing unless you're trying to play like honor mode. Because all the rest mechanics. And the fact that there's like 10 times as much food as you would ever need. I'm on the fence about Shadowheart. She reminds me of too many girls I dated. Although I think, isn't the new patch supposed to have some new classes too? Some of those might be fun to look at. Drunken Monk could be fun if there's a way to stay drunk. From what I remember, pardon me, from what I remember, you actually sober up pretty damn quick. What's the snow leopard doing down there? It would pretty much have to be right past the lip there because it was not that far off. No, he has to be on this side of the lip. He's got to just be down in the grass there. Dang it. Nothing I can play. Leave Brittany alone. Gotta be like right here. Let's see if we can spook her. Probably already left. What? Where are you? Oh, so it was eating that little carcass right there. Alright, were you dumb and ran into the open, or did you run somewhere I can't see you? No, I see you. I'm gonna get him. Oh, ooh, bad shot. Alright, never mind, you can go. Intended. I rushed the first shot because I thought the dog was about to walk in front of the gun. So it was just trash. Sea of Thieves for 14 bucks. What, you're not going to be there? I'll tell you what, I'll do it if you do it. He actually gets these like, thought you were kidding. I have not seen many animals over here. Where Matar at? I get seasick IRL, but I haven't gotten seasick in a game yet. Maybe get some VR going. Man, there's like no animals out here. Like Jurassic Park. Mr. Hammond, will there eventually be animals in the animal reserve? If I saw the T-Rex, that'd be a hell of a fun day. Supposedly the people that made this game had actually launched a game called Call of the Wild Primal that was literally that, but then like didn't really support it and it had like a lot of bugs and they eventually delisted it from Steam, I think. Tim Allen off to my left. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. Let him be. I'm starting to think I might be in the wrong region for the tar now. Maybe they're not quite like all the way up the hills, and maybe they're like partially up the hills. He's taunting me by getting closer and closer to where I could just go grab him. Wait, that's not the same one. Oh, it's a whole group. Lady Legend representing for YouTube. Hey, how you doing? That's the good one. That second shot was his guts and liver, but that first one hopefully got something. I'll just blend in and be one of the herd. Big one bled out too. I just have to find him. Ah, there he is. Don't come at me, won't have any problems. Wait, what? What kind of game is that? There we go, heart chat. I doubt there's a story in a porn game, Cat. There's just no way. Oh, the good one I got terrible shots on. Terrible, terrible, terrible. You are not wrong, cat. You are not wrong. Because all the animals have already seen me, and they're running away. We still got to put the rounds in them. Okay, actual real-life cat, stay off the desk. You know you're only allowed on the table next to the desk. Yeah, I'm not seeing any sign of tar up here. No tracks, no nothing. I think this isn't actually their territory. So we're going to jump all the way down to this one and then head northeast to see if we can find them at the elevated blind that's there. Yeah, I think they're more in this low mountain area where the grass is still green and everything. So mine's allowed spot is about 2 feet to my left, so she's in petting range if she wants to be. The problem is if she gets on the desk, she starts slapping at the monitor. So she's not allowed. We haven't found a single tar that was within the weight spec. Just finding a bunch of full-bodied men. So let's see here. Next one would be to take this piece of trail that's to the east of us and then head north when we hit it. I never actually activated this stand. Weird. See, can I see anything better from up here? Not really. This game sadly does not pay to actually use good hunting strategies. Like real life hunting, I would just be like hiding somewhere at the base of a tree, trying as much as I can to look like tree. But this game you get a lot more done if you just like run frantically after the animals. And it's really because the animals only roam a certain area, so if you never are in that area, you never are going to see the animals. Let's see, we shot a few tar over there. So I think worst case scenario, we're going to cut across the mountains all the way back to that same area. Yeah, I don't think anyone would want to play a completely realistic hunting game. Where you've got like 600 acres and like 8 deer. Yeah, that's true. Where are these tar gonna be? Found them in the Hamal area here. That was like mountaintop stuff. Maybe they're in the middle. Because that's a big valley, it's not a mountaintop. Problem is, though, I'm not seeing any tracks, like at all. This is how it actually is when I hunt. Though I actually just got back into real-life hunting this year. And I went out 6 times, and I didn't get a single deer, which is what I was hunting for. I saw one, but unfortunately missed the shot. If I go in this valley, I'm just going to be stuck in the woods. I'm not going to be able to see them at all anyway. Although it looks like if I cross this one valley, then there's a big open area. Oh no, it wasn't a jitterfinger. So I missed because it was such an easy shot that I didn't think I could possibly miss. So I had the deer at about 40 yards. It was not far at all. 100% likely to hit the deer exactly where I wanted. But I'm in heavy woods. And as luck would have it, a twig that was just big enough to divert the bullet happened to be right in the path of the bullet. But I was so surprised that I missed that I wasn't prepared mentally to take the second shot. I say mentally, but mentally or physically to take the second shot. So I was using a bolt action. But then I was so startled, and I was actually sitting in a blind, so the blind has multiple windows, and the deer is startled when the shot goes off. I couldn't even believe it had missed. So then the deer took off running, and I had to pull the gun back in through the window of the blind, and then push it out of a different window to try to get my new angle, all while also trying to manipulate the bolt action. It was hot trash. But if not for that little tree, it would have been an easy hit. Like right in the little vital triangle. And it wasn't even a particularly good deer, but it was, it was a 80, 90 pound looking doe. Good meat, though. That's the only reason I'm doing that in real life, by the way. I'm not interested in hunting for sport, but free meat from the woods is free meat from the woods. Yeah, seriously. So the shotgun, I was actually using a shotgun for this that I mentioned. It was a Savage 220. So a bolt action rifled shotgun. Beautiful gun. I absolutely love it, and it's accurate as hell. Man, all these blue sheep. Shame I don't need blue sheep. I'm hoping we might get a random tiger attack too so I can scare him. But at least I'm back to an area that has animals. Question is, though, where are all the tar? I mean, maybe when I was getting them here, I was on the far west side, and they're actually more over here. So that's another thing to check. So, Cat, what do you hunt? White-tailed deer, great choice, obviously. Yeah, venison, very tasty. Guy I work with was clearing out his freezer of last year's deer and gave me about 12 pounds or so of various cuts this year. So that was actually the thing that got me back into hunting, because I was like, oh, I'm running out. I better actually hunt this year. Yeah, fishing. I do a whole mess of fishing too. Last decade or so, I've been focusing on bottom fishing, because we have very large blue catfish in our area, as well as carp that get pretty big. Oh, yak. What you doing, yak? The main guy I go fishing with is a vegetarian, a lifetime vegetarian too, so we've been catch and release for a long time. I don't really think I would trust the fish from my local waters as edible and safe anyway, though, because I live kind of near some cities and water ain't that great. Still no sign of tar out here. I'll tell you what, if you're ever out here, I'll take you fishing. Out here being Virginia, and Eastern Virginia specifically. Well, Northeastern Virginia. Let's see, what do I use as bait? For carp, I tend to use some kind of a pack bait, like a doe, with something smaller on an actual hook. Like maybe a piece of corn or two. For the pack baits, I tend to do usually like breadcrumb, corn, and some kind of flavoring. There's a lot of fishing pressure here, so I tend to use weird flavors. I figure the carp see all the standard stuff all the time. Like, strawberry jello mixed with corn and breadcrumbs, and that's like the most common bait anyone uses. So I try not to use that specifically. So like last time I went out, we did like a sweet potato bait. And then for the large catfish, I use just big chunks of fish, preferably carp. Like I'll oftentimes go down and start the day with carp lines in, and then switch to catfish line once I get one carp that gets sacrificed for the cause. I don't generally mess with live bait much, mostly just because the guy I go with, he's barely okay with the idea of taking one carp and chopping it up for bait. So I don't want to push him with live bait. Chicken livers, I've used chicken livers a lot, but they are so hard to get to stay on the hook. So I hate using them. But if I was fishing for like flathead catfish, I would definitely go with live bait. I've got a couple different catfish types. I got the channel catfish, the flathead catfish, and the blue catfish. We do catch mostly blues though. I brought Prime down with me a bunch of times last summer too. One of the favorite fishing spots is this at the bottom of this absurd hill. And it is a nightmare to hike in and out of there, like unless you're in really good shape, because it's just like walking up a 45-degree slope for a good 10 minutes. Like worse than you're seeing in game right now. Much worse. But because of how hard it is to get in and out of there, no one fishes there. Alright, we are almost back to that spot where I got the tar earlier, and we have not seen any sign of tar until just now. So it's got to be that this is like the far west side of their range. No tar at all in the western mountains. Eastern mountains it is. My carp are not the Asian carp. They are common carp, which are still not native to here, but they're not the jumpers, and they've been around for 60 years or so, so they're like naturalized as opposed to invasive at this point. It's actually the same with the catfish, the blue cats. The only native cat I have, I think, is actually the flathead, and I think the channel and blues are both invasive to here. Let me get higher. So where I am, the rivers are kind of crazy. They're usually really deep, but also really shallow, and because of humongous rock outcroppings underwater. Like one of the areas, it was right next to where I used to live. It was about 90 to 100 feet deep, but then it suddenly jumps up to like 40 feet every now and then because of these huge, just like stone structures under the water. And the catfish would always just be in the bottom of the deep pools, you know, like the big boys. Ooh, what are you? That's a tar. It's too big, though. See, it can't be over 90, unfortunately. That one's 95 to 117. Like, this is a mean, mean quest. See, we also have snakehead. They're invasive, and everyone thought they were going to ruin the ecosystem. But then it turned out that they're just like middle-of-the-road predator, not even apex. So they just kind of found their place. It's getting later in game time. The tar should be at game time. I don't want them to like go into the woods to rest and me just never see them. What am I hearing? Alright, are any of these small males? I should probably just have the gun out. Female, female. Yeah, at least those three were. What about the tracks? Did the tracks show any males? One big male. Too big. I'm gonna head down and check that lake. Yeah, I love fishing. I like how kind of lazy it can be. Just hanging out with friends. And then every now and then someone catches a fish. Oh, that was a blue sheep. Let's see. We'll just continue down the hill. There's an open area up here if I read the map right. Oh no, it's actually down here. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Bullheads. Yes, there is one lake near me that stocked bullheads, but I think other than that we really don't have them. In any real numbers anyway. Snap swivels for hooks. I generally do not use snap swivels. I try to... I make my own little rigs for blues because our blue cats are monsters in this state. So unfortunately when I throw in, I don't know if I'm going to get a 5-pounder or a 140-pounder. Like last year, the spot that I was mentioning at the bottom of this absurd hill, someone pulled out an 85-pounder. So I make rigs using 100-pound leader, and I just do everything crimped, like the hook is directly crimped onto it. Alright, what's this tar doing? It's very close. Tell the dog to lay down. There's tracks, so it's probably right there. Yeah, flatheads, I've had a lot of luck sometimes on my own with like live bluegill or live green, what do they call them, green perch. A whole basketball, wow, that's a big one. Alright, game, where'd the tar go? He probably ran off without saying anything else. I'm gonna spook him. He was up the hill. He's too big. Son of a gun. How am I gonna find a tar under 90? Must have been a pretty good fish, depending on how old you were at the time. Alright, we'll get to this road and then look over the lake to the south. Mostly for the view angle, because tar do not apparently have a drinking time. Oh, that'd be cool. I always like a good fish picture. Let's see, we'll have all these big open areas up on the next mountain ridge, and there's another big mountain road section we can check. I think the road sections are generally going to be more productive than the woods. You are entirely right. Nice cold beer, maybe a campfire, and old war stories of the hunting and fishing. That's a long walk up through the woods, though, to get up there. Might actually be better if I were to fast travel and then walk up the road and then head to the high points of the mountain to look down. Let's see, if these aren't tar tracks, I'm going to do that. Yeah, these are just blue sheepies. Alright, rather than spend the next 10 minutes trudging through the woods, we'll spend it on a nice little road adventure. So, Kat, whereabouts are you at? Western U.S., Eastern, what do you got? Iowa, okay, yeah, that whitetail country for sure. It's all adding up. More like Omaha or Cedar Rapids? Ooh, there's tar. Oh, okay, so like smack in the middle. Too big. Too big. Female, 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 female. That's a big school of tar. It's your buddy Brittany running through the woods. Just saw her moving up through there. Brittany. She gone. She moved quick. That whole big group of tar, not a single one of them was eligible for that quest. I hope it's actually possible to get tar that small. What you looking at, dog? High five. And they ran all the way over there. 3 females. Yeah, this quest is tricky. 3 male tar, 90 kg or less. And I keep running into these ones that are 95 kg minimum. Ooh, what's that? See, like that. 95 kg minimum. Too big. Female, 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 female. That and the fact that the females also have horns makes it a little trickier to discern which ones are which. What's that one? Male. Too big, though. But if the males are too big, I might as well shoot them so that there's a chance a smaller male could spawn. He was way too big. The closest we got was that one that was 90.78. Reverse trolls. Way too big. And these aren't even as big as they get. These are only silvers. There's actually a great one tar that can occur. But this is kind of the perfect animal for this mission to be as hard as possible because it's got no drinking time and no call. Alright, when the road splits, we'll head... We'll head north first, and then cut around, and then come back. So what's going on in Iowa these days? Let's see. You got some snow, although that's not abnormal for you guys. Guess not much goes on in Iowa in winter, I guess. Nothing wrong with being boring, though. Nice, quiet life, very desirable, especially these days. I've been getting way more snow in Virginia than we normally get this year. We had 2 big snowstorms already, as opposed to what we normally get, which is just light drizzling rain and 40-degree temperatures. And then they thought we were going to get a big snowstorm, actually like day after tomorrow, but apparently that one's going to miss. And instead we got wind. I hate the wind. Had 2 big trees fall in my yard the other day. Oh, our rivers with the snow? So our rivers are always insanely high, like every spring. Like we have these like creeks, and the creek might have like a foot of water in it in the summer, but then in spring it'll be 10 feet deep. So we're just always seasonal flows. They're probably high right now though. We don't have very deep soil where I live either. Like my yard is like a foot and a half of dirt on top of shale. It's a long-term drought, huh? Ooh, there's a couple. Oh, that one could qualify. What is that, 500 yards? I can't make 500 yards. I can't make 500 yards, he says, while prepping for his 500-yard shot. First, we have to lay down. We're arranged for 300, so we have to aim a little high. Oh, we were high. But we know he's down there, and they will not panic very long. This is another game bug. The one you shoot at panics, but the other ones nearby, since they're so far away, don't even know that you shot. Alright, so they are over there. They're over, like, right there. I'm going to put a pin on them on the map. We'll keep going, and then we'll come back to aim at them. Oh, they probably get to those big holes you're mentioning. That or I think some fish can overwinter in mud. That's what I read. Kind of like how the turtles do. You know, I should really just reset the timer rather than hunt in the dark. Let's see, the next time that the tar will be eating is 4 a.m. So we'll go to like 5. Just set up right here in the worst possible spot to camp. Hunter Sumi, thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciated and glad to have you. I think it might arguably be darker on top of the mountain now. Let's see if that batch came back to the clearing too. Yeah, same here for the flatheads. In my area, they've been being outcompeted by the blue cats, which actually are outcompeting everything. But why in your area? Any idea? I don't see that tar group anywhere down there. Might be related to an evening feeding zone for them. Oh well, we'll keep the marker. They're going out and shocking the water? Oh my. I thought all they were doing down there was jumping in and trying to wrestle them out. You know, the funny thing is I've never found any place that actually had people that did noodling like for real. I took a fishing trip to Oklahoma and I was talking to some like good old boys, you know, the no shirt but suspenders kind of fellas on the side of the river, and even they were making fun of people that do noodling. And for the same reason, because, you know, get that snapper. I actually had a snapping turtle as a pet for a while, until it got a little too big. Couldn't handle it. And I mean, literally, I couldn't handle it because, you know, it would bite the hell out of me. And it was one of the common snappers, too, not an alligator snapper. If it had been an alligator snapper, it probably would have been okay because they can't move their necks very much. But a common snapper can reach its neck all the way back to its back feet. Not seeing a whole lot moving on the side of this hill. So if we're going to cross that, how the heck are we going to cross that? Get a little higher and take a look. Oh, there's like a busted up town. Oh yeah, I remember that from the mission. We're getting to another area where we're not seeing any tracks of anything, though, unfortunately. Alright, so we got some where the marker is, and we got some over here that we shot at. I think they really are just in this mountain range here. And we explored this road along the lakes earlier and then jumped across. Alright, I'm thinking I go back down the road and then up over the hill. That way I can stare down at where they were and maybe flush them out of the woods. And then also then try to hunt this upper part. Though it might make more sense to go just hard west and stay as high as possible. Hard to say. I think I'm going to try the hard west idea. Because that way at least I'm aiming down the whole time. And at some point, the sun will be visible over the trees. See, what other missions we still have? Just the tiger mission. So after this, it'll just be wandering the lowlands looking for trouble. Alright, Cat, glad to have you. Have a good evening. Parkour through the mountains. Alright, so still need all three male tar weighing 90 kg or less. So far we spotted one that probably qualifies, which is where that marker is. And we had one that was a troll earlier that was like 0.2 over the 90. I tried to take the one here on a long shot earlier, but it missed and he ran off into the woods. He ran off into the woods off to the north of it. So if we come around, we should be able to get into his turf. I don't think anything actually spawns on any of these slopes. Interesting though, like the map has some pretty big features up here. Like it looks like glaciers. Maybe some kind of a basin structure. Makes me wonder, was this map actually supposed to be significantly larger and they scaled it back? Oh, there's the sun. Mr. Sun's gonna come out eventually. Alright, if we presume that the tar were eating, then they could be feeding anywhere in this kind of zone here. Oh man, they hiding. They hiding good. Anyone in chat, if you got any pro tips on where I can find all the tar, please help. It seems like I found them and they're just in this northeast corner of the map, but I also should probably check out this center mountain range. Oop. Oh, nope, there's a bunny. Very noisy bunny. Do we have any tracks besides bunnies here? Yep, that's just the bunny. It's really pretty out here, though. I'll give them that. I may not be accomplishing my mission, but dawn and the snow hitting, that's real nice. Alright, so I am passing through where the tar had run off to last time. By last time, I mean game day yesterday. And I don't see any tracks. Oh, there they are. The wind was blowing my sound right, or my scent right on them. Alright, we're gonna try to track them down. Because I need this man. So it looks like only a level 2 tar can actually be light enough weight, and almost all the tar I'm running into are 3s and 4s. So we need this boy. All right, dog. Oh, that's not the dog. Oh, right. All right, I like this one because the wind is not blowing right at him. But what I don't like is, oh my god, I can't see through these trees. Alright, what are my options? I could try to head up to this open area here. Get a better LOS. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Or I could deliberately spook him and then try to run him down. You know what? We'll use the dog. Tara is 6, right? Alright, dog, you can figure it out. Because he'll run directly towards the other tar. We'll call him back. No point in him chasing down the one that ran away 5 minutes ago. Alright, there's his track. So we're going to come up on the side of him and then try to cut it, shoot across where we have the open area. So we'll end up here in the open area shooting. The reason I'm being so slow on this one is because I think this is the one I cited yesterday that was the right size, in theory, to actually count for the mission. I do wish he'd call again. Yeah, he hasn't called in a while. Kind of worrying. You know what? I think he probably ran out. Oh, no, he didn't. That's not the right one, but it shows they're here. That's the right one. Alright, here's hoping he's small enough. Female. Female. Why are you guys running towards me? That's not very smart of you. Yeah, the level 2 tar are actually pretty rare. So here's hoping he doesn't slip and be a little bit over 90. Oh, this guy's an ass. Look at that, 90.6. What a jerk. No credit given. Aww. And after all that work. Alright, well, we can remove the waypoint. Yeah, let's keep heading west. That's 2 now. 2 troll tar. I wonder if they can even be under 90. I mean, game's telling me they can, but... Let me do a quick Google scan for that. Under 90 kg tar. Has anyone managed to find an under... Oh, it's bad when the first response is like... suggesting that it takes ages. Ooh, what's that? Rabbit. So yeah, a quick internet search says that it is not easy. But we are perseverant. We will find our man. We will get our man. All right, we got tar. The good thing is, too, the footprints are very telling. So let's see. This is just the female group. Yeah. All right, that's just the female group. No point in looking anymore at that. Is there any way to, like, ruin your herd management? Like, is there any way to just get a bunch of shitty little males? Inquiring minds want to know. What kind of disturbed foliage do we have here? Is it tar colored? Oh, definitely tar. Let's see, are they immediately in sight? No. We just have to check the tracks. Is there a male? A small male. There's a big male. And then a female. And another female. I see no sign of a small tar in that group, so I'm not going to F with it. And they would have smelled me a mile away anyway from the look of it. Kind of seems like the bulk of the tar are actually female too. It's not improving the odds. This is truly an endurance mission. Hey Connor, how you doing tonight? I will probably be streaming for only about another 21 minutes. I got a few things to do around the house after that, but I will be back to do No Man's Sky tonight after 10, I believe. We are hunting for small tar. For the recap, we need 3 male tar weighing 90 kg or less. And that is apparently not common, because you can only get them on a level 2 tar. I've never heard of a level 1 tar, and most of the tar I'm seeing are level 3. I found 2 level 2s during the stream, but both of them were like 90 and some change, so neither one gave mission credit. It's like the reverse of diamond trolling. Call it Fat Boy Tar Troll. Yeah, this one's definitely going to be tricky. I might actually spend the last 20 minutes looking for some tigers, see if we can knock that quest out. Because I have been up in the mountains all day. Yeah, let's go down and do that. We shall leave the mountains alone. So all we have to do is get tigers to flee. But if we shoot them dead and they don't go to fleeing, we're not going to get quest credit. So I've got my 22, and we will just annoy any tigers we find. I remember finding male tiger tracks over here the other day, so we can also head up there. Let's see. We'll go grab the ATV. Get the 9mm, or I'm sorry, not the 9mm, the 22 ready. We got credit for one tiger earlier, just by driving down the road. And it has been like an in-game day, so. Alright. Here's hoping to piss off a tiger. It's actually quite a ride. Like a good full minute. There's tiger sign number 1. Should be coming up on tiger sign number 2 in a second. What are those? Hey! Don't do it. You're gonna do it. What a jerk. I don't know why he's got to be a jerk. Ha! Enjoy that pelt in your ass. There's tiger sign number 2. Got something moving around. Nah, it's just some geese. More water buffalo tracks. Yeah, just water buffalo here. One of them's aggroed. The dog just said threat near. See if I can scare whatever it is. Oh, it's this guy again. Really? All the way back there? Alright, well, I will, I guess, wait. See if we can't put you down right next to your friend there. Oh. Did not get the heart shot. Hey, 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 hey. Wait, he can go through that? Oh, that's so unfair. I thought this thing was protection. It doesn't even have clipping. You know what? Just for that, you get another one. Jerk-ass water buffalo can clip right through my ATV. Alright, did we coincidentally scare any tigers? Oh, apparently we did. We got credit for scaring 3 tigers. ATV is the way to do it. Let's stop here and shoot randomly a couple times. Get out of here, tigers. Yeah, they really do just bring you $800 or so every time they come up. Easy peasy. And there's tiger sign number 3. Wait, is that a tiger? No, that was a muntjac. I just didn't get a good look at him. Hey, get me on. Alright, we've ended the tiger trail. Alright, let's see if the stairs work today. These stairs are notoriously buggy. Let's see if we can get upstairs. Ah, we cannot. Let me up. Let me in. Ooh, am I standing on the rice? Can I parkour up to the floor somehow? Huh. Huh. Get on this top one. Yeah. Oh, I almost made it. Alright. We will jump back to the other one. I'm going to reset the day like twice. Give the tigers a chance to get back on the trail and then just repeat. I don't know why that checkpoint or that outpost is busted, but its stairs are just no clipping. Beta testing, motherfucker. Do you know what it is? Alright. If we go back 1 minute, that should mean we have to go to tomorrow. Do not pass go. I'm going to give it 3 days even. It doesn't cost too much. That was all that water buffalo money. Back my ATV. We're going to do the red ATV. So hopefully as we're cruising along, we'll just get a notification saying tiger crossing completed in the upper left. We're on tiger patrol. It would have been a way cooler mission if they'd just been like, hey, kill 5 tigers. Rather than scare them away. There's a water buffalo herd. Hi, guys. No hard feelings. The other water buffalo herd. Hi guys. This is how I ought to hunt. Just cruise around and blast stuff from the ATV. Hey, there it is. Mission complete, Tiger Crossing. We spooked them. Objective complete. Must have been lurking right around here. Right by the sign for Caution Tiger, yeah. Excellent day. You know the sad thing though is that means I have to go back to Tar. High altitude hunting. Oh goody. Alright. Let's see, we did not check the lower mountain region this time either. We still haven't gone up to whatever this is. So I think I'll make that the objective right now. To head northwest from here, get to that unclaimed point. And we'll slap a waypoint on it and make it a little easier to track. And away we go. I'm going to probably actually spend a little time off stream finding a couple spots where level 2 tar are, so that when I go to finish this out, it doesn't take literally forever. And then we can move on to Australia. The Australia map has a whole bunch of just wacky requirements. Like it wants you to catch or to shoot melanistic things. It wants you to shoot stuff with handguns. It's fun. It also wants you to get like a gold of every single animal on the map, which isn't too bad, but I also had one viewer mentioning that Solwezen, supposedly he says it does have side quests. I do not know for sure, so we might end up doing that one at some point too. Let me up the hill. I did the storyline for the Africa map, yes. I have not gone back to do like the 100% thing I'm doing with the side missions. I went in release order for the main missions, and then I'm doing reverse release order for the side missions. I don't think this area is going to have tar. It seems more verdant than the tar territory. The tar territory was all that subarctic stuff. What was that? Oh. Barashingas. Those are by far actually my favorite animal on this map. Hi, Nilgai. What are you doing? Running towards me. had my fill of killing Nilgai. Last episode was killing 50 Nilgai. Yeah, I got Barashinga and Nilgai up here. This is definitely not Tar territory, unfortunately. Actually didn't realize how many Nilgai were over here. When I hunted the Nilgai, I just focused on this very lower area there. I was just going lake to lake to lake. Was the dog making that noise? No, something else roamed through here. Yeah, some of these side quest runs are going to be way harder than others. Like, I believe it's the New Zealand one that just says get a diamond of everything on the map. So I got a few of them knocked out just from when I was there anyway. But it is going to take a minute. I'm gonna get that other point west of it too. Then we'll have the map fully unlocked. Except for a little bit of shading in the lower corners there. Very pretty map, though. And doing all the side quests really does give you a chance to run around the maps, like, a lot. Like, you really get to know them. What bed's down here? Taking all bets. I'm betting Nilgai. Oh, wait, no, Barasinga. I choose Barasinga. Oh, it's the dang rabbits. Yeah, I would have lost either way. Well, that's a Barasinga. Barasingha. I'm just gonna see if there's anything going on over there. Yeah, I don't really see her. The Barasinghas can have very cool, like, racks of horns. Right up there with, like, elk. very nice hunting spot. Very, very nice. Nice open fields. Tracks running through them. Alright, now let's mark this other spot. And then we're going to fast travel and then head west. Oh man. Alright, what's this spot going to be? What's it going to be? I'm guessing it's going to be another blind. Because it's like, you know, obviously it's not going to be an overlook or an outpost, but... More nilgai. Yeah, so all these hills are too shallow for the tar. At least now we know. He might actually be a decent nil guy. Nah. You know what, though? Free nil guy. That's probably enough. They're not very durable, these nil guy. He's running off, but I'm pretty sure he's going to bleed out. Oh, that was a pretty bad shot, actually. He may or may not bleed out anytime soon. Bleed rate very low. Yeah, okay, never mind. I take it back. He's tough. He's built of tough stuff. "230 yards to victory, meters to victory." More or less the same thing. Sprint. Ooh. What's the sound everyone makes when they're playing video games and they're running? Tell you, the game of the Call of the Wild. It's just all leg day, all the time, no breaks. Cabs of iron from these hills. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, there it is. Guess I wasn't too accurate when I put down that waypoint. Yeah, if I had a tenth of this guy's endurance, through the rain, through the snow, no F's given. Alright. Map fully unlocked. One last part of one quest to do. So that is where I am going to be leaving it today for the third episode. Gonna try to do tomorrow afternoon for a fourth episode to finish this one off. But thanks as always for joining me, and have a good evening.